And his opponent across the map, wearing a fetching shaded yellow. No. Yes. Representing Team Aicy to Improve is Aicy.
Yes, it is. And now Aicy is a man who promised us a TSI player in the finals. And so far it's not guaranteed.
No, it's not guaranteed. Let's find out. Aicy is a man of his word. Lying lies.
He has the opportunity to guarantee it with this series. If he can knock out Cladorhiza, then
that's a big hit.
That's a TSI team kill, but it's a guaranteed TSI final. It is a big hit, but Aicy's confident. Apparently though, Cladorhiza has been having talked to just how to handle Aicy's strats with Figaro, the player who awaits the winner of this match in the loser bracket final.
Is that tomorrow?
That is tomorrow. The loser bracket final is tomorrow.
Loser bracket final is tomorrow?
No. The final is tomorrow. The loser bracket final is currently today, although it may move to tomorrow. We'll know by the end of this.
Okay, that makes sense.
Figaro would kind of like to get to Gabar.
Yeah. I'm tired, so...
It is 6 o'clock. We've been casting since like 11 o'clock, so that's like 7 hours. Almost like a real job.
Always like that, yeah.
And yeah, hatch pool, both players, no gas as yet. Iron Fortress, big old map, decent map to go for that hatch first on. I did tell Cladorhiza to 10 pool Bane every single game. He has listened to my advice, and that could well be the downfall.
He never does.
No, he doesn't, please. He's actually got that air.
Yeah, he doesn't listen either.
He doesn't, no.
No respect for his elders, that boy.
Nope. What he does have though is a nice shiny gold Grandmaster level border on his map.
That's true. Maybe that's from not listening to us.
Maybe that's from not listening to us. That could be. But on the other hand, Boombox listened to us, and look where he is now.
Finals.
Yeah.
Where's Cladorhiza? Not the finals yet.
Potentially not the finals at all. If he does make it through the finals, he will have to knock out both TSI players running this tournament. But he gets the slight advantage in that little Ling micro battle.
And then it died.
He could have kept 2 Lings alive, but he didn't.
Ling is dead now.
Ling's dead now, probably. And 1 Ling slice for Cladorhiza. So it's with 2 being blocked. Really bad for him. Unless the only information you could actually get that was would have been this 3rd queen coming out. And it would be unusual for Aicy not to have a queen up in the main in game. So a 4th queen coming from the natural. In fact, he might even have surmised it just from the fact that Hatcher was jiggling. But a 4th queen in the natural is a definite indicator of gasless opener, and getting some gas at this time is an indicator of gasless opener. Because you know what, he has that gas until now. Cladorhiza has gone for gas.
That's true.
But got gas a little earlier. So this is interesting. Both players can get their thirds very, very quickly. Aicy gets it down a little faster. Cladorhiza, we've seen him be a little more cautious about taking stuff. I know some players do favour the Ling with the extra 18 or so Lings you can afford with the money you spend on that, but I don't think that's good on gas. That's going to have to be. So we will see what comes to pass. Oh, you know what? Aicy will have to be.
I was kind of hoping you would go for that Queen build.
Yeah, no.
Oh, dude, the music's still on.
The music's on? No, it wasn't. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't know. Pretty sure it's off now, though. Do 100% guarantee? Yeah, no, it's definitely off. Yeah, in any case, +1 melee upgrades coming in here for Cladorhiza, whereas Aicy has gone for the ranged upgrades. Now, generally, Cladorhiza, he is known for his roaches. He probably has an account called Roach.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
It would not surprise me, even slightly, or Gamer Roach. Game of Roachy.
Why has he not done that yet?
I don't know.
That is much better than everything else he's named himself, except possibly Wensleydale, which was quite good. I did laugh at that.
He was cheesing up the ladder on Wensleydale as a random player last night, and he had a lot of people asking him who he was, and he actually replied, Wensleydale.
Wensleydale.
They didn't believe he was actually Wensleydale. Either way, Aicy moving in here now with some surprising speedlings. I think this has caught Cladorhiza a little off guard, but he's going to engage with his slowlings just before his 1-1 melee finishes. But, I mean, he has to. He doesn't have the choice of going, well, I'll just wait and lose all my queens. Third base is what Aicy's looking for here. If he can pick that off, he will secure a great little advantage here. But for now, he's going to go for that queen, pick it off, and he could even manage to worm his way into the natural here, but elects not to go for it as Cladorhiza's speed finishes, and in 5 seconds, so too will his attack upgrades, and this could swing the game in his favour. Baneling Nest on the way. Aicy, though, has his roaches in production, but +1/+1 lings actually kill roaches off pretty quickly.
Yeah, they are. +1 roaches are going to kill lings back just as fast, surely.
Yeah, but if you can overwhelm with the lings...
Yeah, and that is what it looks like is going to happen as Cladorhiza is pushing towards the natural base, surrounding a whole...
How fast they die.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, surrounding a whole bunch of roaches there, picking them off as best as he can. The speedlings getting good surrounds on the vast majority of the roaches.
Yeah, and only the roaches with the holding the natural choke survive. Over in the third base, though, a couple of roaches popping out, get quickly surrounded by all these +1/+1 lings, and they are going to tear down this third hatchery. Oh my god. You thought Marauders were good on buildings.
They are. They're better than this, actually.
That's true. They're much better than this.
Yeah, they are better than this. Like, these guys are doing okay. Let's not get confused, but Marauders are better than them.
It's true.
Marauders are good.
Marauders are very good on armoured units.
Yes, armoured anything, not just units.
Oh, yes,
especially buildings.
Especially buildings, because buildings aren't all armoured.
I just remember when I was in Bronze League, a double full Marauder medevac drop.
Yeah.
And they landed, and my Nexus was gone, and I was just like, what the hell, man? How is that allowed?
Yeah. Either way, though, this is a fairly strong force of roaches moving in for Aicy. A couple roaches now out for Cladorhiza, and he gets a big surround on those before they can burrow themselves away in that corner, but they finally do get it. The roaches for Cladorhiza doing what they can, but all the lings fall, and Aicy still has plenty of roaches left over. A Spinecrawler just a little bit out of range. Queen's adding what damage they can, but the +1 Carapace takes out a lot of that queen damage, and he's going to fight in range of the Spinecrawler. The Spinecrawler falls. So too do the last of his roaches. A few more coming in, but there's still so many left over for Aicy.
I'm telling the chat, the music went off at the right time.
Excellent.
Eventually.
It's alright. It was off in the end. I can't actually hear the music at any point just because I've got the audio set up, so it's a bit difficult. More and more units coming out for Cladorhiza. His Baneless at the third. Banes aren't any use in this situation. GG. Aicy does manage to take game one.
For like a minute, and Aicy had won the game, and I thought he was in real trouble. Like, the last thing I saw was Cladorhiza getting the third. I looked away, I was just like, oh good, the music's gone off, start typing that. And then I looked back, and Aicy's winning the game.
Yeah, he got the roaches out. Whilst he was only on 2 bases, he did have a lot of roaches, and they were on +1/+1. And once roaches get that +1 and get that mass up, he narrowly took a very good engagement. It was so close. For a few seconds, Cladorhiza did have a very nice surround with his lings, but then the roaches slipped out, the lings at the back died, and Aicy managed to weasel himself into a nice little tight hole on a ramp, and just can't get the surface area with the lings, then you can't kill the roaches, and then they kill you fairly quickly as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Coda is going to be map number 2, and we'll get that up and running as soon as possible. But yeah, if we're going to see the same builds that Aicy used to take out Spades Amazing, they're going to come from Cladorhiza, because he's the guy who actually gave those builds to Aicy. Or taught those builds to Aicy at least. And Cladorhiza doesn't play roaches. It doesn't play muters. Sorry, it's an anti-muter build, and
yeah, what would happen if he did play the muters? That'd be the last thing that Aicy would expect.
It would, and it would have a certain amount of power with it. But of course, Aicy would probably scout it, and maybe a bit too late to put off the build. But there's always that Spore Crawler thing. That was a lot of the players were saying that was a little bit of a throw from Aicy in game number 1 against Space Maisie, because he was a bit greedy, a bit quick maybe, moving all those spore crawlers up into the natural of Spacey Maisie.
Yeah,
one of them got down, but it was on like 2 health and it got 2 shots on a meter.
He
and
gave away his position, and even he said that in the interview afterwards.
Yes,
but like,
he did.
I just thought it was a really cool strategy in the first place, just to open up and go, okay, I'm gonna run in and try and ruin everything for you because
that's what I do.
Whatever.
But now we are on Coda, map number 2, up 1-0, 1 game away from that losers bracket final against Figaro. It is the TSI player, playing in yellow, Aicy.
And his opponent surprisingly down by a game in the red, representing ECD Pro. It's Cladorhiza.
Yes, it is.
And he is kind of like, you would expect him to be the favourite, but at the same time, this could still go either way. Like, Boombox dropped a game against Figaro, and even if another game is taken by Aicy, he is not out of the woods until that final 3.
No, absolutely. But if he does advance here, it's a great victory for TSI, really, because it guarantees one of their players in the finals. And a lot of players at the start this feeling sort of was, I think, that it was a bit of a fight for second place. Boombox is very much a chance for first. If you can join him in the final and take it out of him through that losers bracket, then that would be a really impressive achievement. And a lot of the players have been saying they could do that. Spacey Maids was saying to do it, but he didn't even get the chance to. Oh no, he did get the chance to face off against Boombox, but he was taken down and then knocked out by Aicy. Figaro was saying he had Boombox's number, but with 3 swift all-ins, Boombox proved that wrong, and we'll see tomorrow whether or not anyone can actually take down the Protoss Leviathan that is Boombox.
Leviathan.
I was going to say Titan, but I say Titan too much.
Yeah, but I think
I don't think Leviathan really has the same. It doesn't really have the same.
Colossus.
Colossus. Oh, yeah, but that's some connotations of being the actual unit. And doesn't even use Colossus.
He doesn't use Colossi. Or they're technically Colossuses.
Colossopodes.
No, but while they are Colossuses, they are really Colossi because that sounds nice and trips off the tongue.
True.
Unlike Nexi, which never trips off the tongue. It sounds terrible.
Nexus.
Nexuses.
Nexusi.
It's Nexus. It's the correct plural because it's Greek rather than Latin.
Nexuses.
It's not that.
I think it should be Nexuses. Either way, AC going into the gas fairly quickly. I think there's a hatch gas pool coming out at him. Whereas we see Cladorhiza skipping the gas once again. Fuck you. Getting the gas right now. Skipping the gas until now is what I was.
He has been waiting. Waiting outside the room, waiting for you to say he's not taking gas, and then he ran back into the room and took gas just to mess with you.
What a dastardly little dingo he is. Man of many names. A few of which have been granted him this tournament.
Dastardly dingo.
Dastardly dingo. That's actually pretty good Smurf name.
Yeah.
I might rename an account Dastardly Dingo. But getting the advantage again in this Ling trade. Oh no, it's turned around by AC. The 2 Lings are marking back and forth, but one of Game of W's Lings is just 1 hit away. He moves the other one back. Managed to trade 1 for 1, but still with that Ling on lower health, he can't fight back against the orange health Ling of the masterful TSI player. Looks like Game of is going to wait until he regens the right amount of health before re-engaging. He's juking around, but every corner the TSI Ling gains on him. This is everything or nothing here on this Ling fight. He moves around, he jukes, looking like he's going to go into natural, but moves back up towards that forward 3rd base location. And he goes straight across it, maximum security. This Ling bypasses that security like it's nothing. It's hacking straight into the Pentagon, and it moves down the ramp. Oh, it's moving up. Is it going to turn around? He's going to go into the vision blockers. The vision blockers are the perfect place to pull a juke off. No, he just goes straight forward. It goes straight forward. Ace is expecting the juke, but he goes forward. Oh, he turned around. Oh, just a couple hits. It's just what he needed. The Ling's on red health, but he's reduced Ace's Ling down to orange health, so when some reinforcements come in for getting over, he will be right on the money.
Well, after all that, the Ling is still not dead.
What's this rally fight? He's just gone round the edge of the map and now... Has he died? Oh no, he just removed it. He's turned back and forth.
I think he's given up. Ace's Ling has just gone, sod this. No, I'm out of here. Waste of damn time.
Yep. But this time, he's blocked off his own ramp, the creep tumor. 2 Evo Chambers and the Roach forming the wall off here, and oof, those queens block off the lane. No scouting here, Sonny Jim.
No.
And,
no sirree.
No sirree, Bob. Aicy just with 1 Evo Chamber and a Roach for the wall off. Good. I was worried he was going to add another Evo Chamber. These players, I swear. What do they think they're doing? Spineclaw going ahead. I think he's just killing that off in case... Oh no, maybe he does want to put down something. No, that was just for transfer. I think he was just killing that off in case of a big link flow run thing, because then he'll be able to instantly throw down another Evo Chamber wall off, rather than having to worry about losing valuable DPS to kill off that creep tumor.
Nevertheless, kind of a weird choice on the whole. Not one that I object to, especially, just a bit
If he's got
strange.
spare APM...
Yeah,
there's no disadvantage in doing it. Maybe he doesn't have creep here anymore, but I don't think that matters. Six roaches on the way from Cladorhiza. They're both on 41 drones exactly. Pretty similar builds overall, I'd say. A 1 supply advantage for Cladorhiza, all because of that Ling micro earlier on. That's why it was so important.
That's why we focused on it for such a long period of time.
Yes. This 1 supply is going to make all the difference. Oh, never mind. See? Now it's a bigger supply advantage, and that would never have happened. Aicy is actually hiding an Evo Chamber back here. But, I mean...
So he's showing one at the front and hiding one at the back.
Yeah, but I don't know how much Cladorhiza scouted this Evo. He's seen it, but I don't know whether he went in and said, oh, that's not wiggling, must be muters. Or whether he's, just seen it, that there's an Evo Chamber and... assumed that there are upgrades. Either way, +2 on the way very quickly for Cladorhiza. For both players, in fact. Their upgrades are fairly well synchronized. And they're going into this fairly similar stakes, although Cladorhiza has managed to squeeze out a little bit of extra supply into his army.
It's always nice when you do get that little bit of an army advantage over your opponent, and we'll have to see how Cladorhiza uses it as we move into the mid-game.
Yes, we will. To be honest, I think both of them they're capable of the early aggressive attacks, cheeses if you will, or all-ins if you won't, but they prefer the larger armies, big roach versus roach fights mashing into their face. I say as Cladorhiza moves across the map with a couple of roaches. He's not going to be able to get anything done here. Like he cleans up a couple of creep tumors, but there's a spine crawler. Aicy has actually plenty of roaches to hold this off. He's going to try. Don't make me look like an idiot. Good. Yeah, Aicy just has more reinforcements coming in.
Worry,
the Hydras
still
actually
look like an idiot.
No, but they can't tell. They can't see my webcam. They don't know I'm naked when I'm casting.
They do now.
Oh no. The Hydra coming in for Cladorhiza could end up being a little bit greedy if Aicy commits to just 100, 200, 200 roaches even, and hits a nice timing. He might be able to punch it out before the Hydras can really add their actual valuable DPS to the fight. Obviously, a maxed army of roaches with just a sprinkle of Hydras in is a bit stronger than Roach Hydra, but if you're getting up, roaches are supply inefficient, but quite cost efficient. So if you max out an army on roaches, it's not a very strong maxed army, but it's a pretty strong army for whatever stage in the game it is. If that's like your first max army and you've just rushed it, generally.
Here it comes, big army. Very large. Aicy's army pushing out. Those roaches pushing forwards, trying to get a superior position. I don't think that the half the army is actually there yet already, so I don't think this is a wise engagement at all, especially with the Hydras of Cladorhiza to support this. Transfusers coming down from the Queens, nice bit of roach flanking coming in now, might allow for the extra damage to be brought to bear, but I still feel like with the creep on his side, with the Hydras adding in that DPS, the roaches are not going to win out.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. This is a very nicely timed attack by Aicy, making use of the timing window he opened by contaminating his opponent's attack upgrade. But his opponent's attack upgrade is about to finish. A lot of the Hydras have gone down to a little reinforcement flank for Aicy, but now Cladorhiza's reinforcements are coming in, and he has got the concave, he has got the superior roach count, and he will push Aicy back.
He has managed. Off he goes. Aicy being chased away. This was not a good engagement for him at all.
No, although the time was nice. A couple of points where he had a good flank from his reinforcements coming in, but Cladorhiza just pulled back. He had the safety of the spine crawler that didn't get taken out, providing a lot of extra tanking, a little bit of extra DPS, and now the Hydra speed is coming in, second Hydra upgrade, and looks like Cladorhiza is going to craft his perfect Roach Hydra army. The answer to this from Aicy, a Baneling Nest. This is going to be a bit dependent on the engagement. If he can draw the Hydras out into the open a little bit more and just crash Banelings into them, then he should have a really nice advantage in the Roach count. Or he just builds so many Banelings and just it doesn't matter if they hit Roaches or Hydras because he's got enough to kill whatever they hit. Splash damage scales very well. Whatever it is.
Yep, splash damage, always nice. One of the reasons why Mutas are so good, although of course they deal not really splash damage.
It's not splash damage, it's just bounce damage.
Yeah, I know, it's not really splash, but it works a bit like splash in that more of it is good.
Yeah.
It scales up.
I'm not saying Mutas are not better
than things that do not do Muta bounce.
Yes, well, that's not necessarily true, but
it even makes
Mutas are better because they have that.
It has a bit of, it sounds like a splash.
Sounds like a splash. I guess so. That's not really what splash damage is about. I don't know whether Aicy is just having a lot of trouble killing these changelings or what's going on there. But
there's one just stuck in the heart of his army.
The heart of his swarm, you might say.
I like what you did there.
Yeah,
now it has died.
It has died. Heart of swarm is kill. Aicy's taking us fourth base down to the bottom left-hand corner in a bit more of a pocket safe position, whereas Gimedebu, Cladorhiza, has taken his more forward aggressive stance, and it's going to be interesting. His reinforcement rate will be better, but of course the enemy reinforcement rate to him will also be better. I think this is nice considering he's going...
Which one? Oh, that one.
Okay, those are a lot of spore crawlers he's building underneath.
He built like 1 billion spores.
Yeah, to get up to 208 supply. Cladorhiza does exactly the same. 210 supply versus 208 supply. You thought you'd see maxed army fights in PvP Colossus Death Balls. This is Zerg versus Zerg, the Swarm, without number. 4 Infestors coming in for Cladorhiza. I'm a little bit surprised to see him moving out before he's actually hit, because that's quite a lot invested into the Hive, into the Infestors, into Pathogen Glands without much return just yet. But when he gets it, he's going to have a great army here. Aicy, he's got Baneling Nest. I don't think he actually got Baneling Speed. Oh, he did get Baneling Speed. So he has got Baneling Speed and he's got a nice little group of Banelings, but those Banelings look like they fit very nicely within 1 or 2 fungal circles. Here comes the engagement. The Banelings crash in from right hand side and the Infestors aren't in position to fungal them. So, a lot of the Roaches do go down there, and this is a huge concave for Aicy. The Fungals, I don't know if they're going to be enough, as much as they can lock the Roaches in place. I don't think they are, yeah. The Infestors are retreating. And
all of the Roaches are firing. Pretty much that entire army of Cladorhiza being taken out by the Roach and Bane powerhouse of Aicy.
Yeah, and of course, that forward 4th base, once looking so aggressive for Cladorhiza now, there's a little bit of a vulnerability, but as his Roach reinforcements come in, it looks like he will secure it, he will keep it going, and these 3 Infestors survive. The units that it's most important to have survive, because they will rebuild that energy, and for the next fight they will be all the deadlier, unless it comes very quickly. Aicy's transitioning into his own Hydralisks, whereas Cladorhiza doesn't actually have any Hydralisks on his side just yet, and it's going to be a bit tough. The Hydras and Infestors do quite well against Roaches, because longer range units, but 3 spines go down. I don't think they're going to be ready for this engagement. The Infestors aren't either. Little hit squad from Aicy takes down all the Infestors and enables him a little bit of a sandwich, and these Hydras pumping out their damage from the back are going to smash through Cladorhiza's Roach army as it dwindles away. A few Hydras for Cladorhiza coming from the right hand side, but Aicy is just crushing through here.
Yeah, but he didn't win this matchup earlier, did he?
No, he didn't. But this time, when it matters, with the 2-0, they did face each other before, and Cladorhiza took it. I think 2-0 or 2-1, but this time Aicy, where it matters, he knows how to hit Cladorhiza where it hurts, and that guarantees a TSI player in the finals.